Join us in this episode as we continue sailing down the Norwegian coast, exploring new places and getting close to the wildlife. We come across some ancient rock carvings and anchor beneath Norway's iconic Torghatten. I'm Jasmine, and these are my parents, Guy and Joe. And this is our home, Free Spirit. Come join us on our adventures. It was the 30th of May, and we set off from our anchorage on the island of Jartoya in Helgeland. We hoisted the sails and headed towards our new destination. We passed by fellow YouTubers sailing Polaris on their way up the coast. It was nice to be properly sailing again. After a lovely sail, we made it to our destination and dropped anchor off the island of Mandet. And set off in our kayaks to explore. We watched as roe deer grazed in the lush fields along the shore. The deer barely noticed us as we slowly kayaked by, allowing us a little glimpse into their lives. This island was full of surprises. In the light of the setting sun, we watched cranes as they flew overhead. Alone in this incredible landscape, we immersed ourselves in its beauty. The next morning we started the day with a refreshing dip. Before heading back out to explore the island more. The marshes were alive with dragonflies. The males darted about, fighting each other for territory and competing for females. With a recipe in mind, we picked some nettles. Back on board, we got to work making a delicious nettle cake. The perfect end to the day. The next morning we set off again, travelling a short distance to the small harbour in Norway. We set out in search of a very special place. Not far away lies an important historical site dating back to the Stone Age. Carved into the rock are numerous Stone Age carvings, believed to be from around 3000 BC. It was incredible that they have survived for so long out in the elements, and it's amazing to think how much the world has changed in that time. Many of the carvings depict animals such as elk, reindeer, halibut, and humans. But there are other, more abstract depictions and patterns whose meaning we can only guess at. Some of the carvings have been painted over with red paint to make them stand out more, a practice that is now forbidden. We hiked up a nearby hill to look out across this ancient landscape and imagine what life would have been like back then. We were joined by fellow cruisers on their beautiful ketch, Vie, and shared a lovely evening together. The clouds rolled in, and with them strong winds and rain. The next day the sun returned and we set off to stock up with supplies, doing some sightseeing along the way. We continued our journey south. Soon the great shape of Torghatten loomed over us, an incredible granite dome, famous for the natural hole that runs straight through its centre. We dropped anchor and took in the beauty of this magical place. In the glorious sunshine we fished from the deck. but only seemed to catch seaweed. Although fish were not in short supply. Tiny copepods and other zooplankton gathered in great swarms around the boat, drawing in strange predators such as this comb jelly that feeds on the plankton. The sand eels also joined in the feast. We kayaked off to visit the fabled hole through the mountain. According to legend, it was made by a troll who loosed an arrow at a beautiful woman he was chasing. The troll king of Somna threw his hat into the arrow's path to save her, and the hat turned to stone, thus creating Torghatten. Geologists believe that the hole was formed during the Ice Age, when ice and water eroded away at the soft, loose rock in the mountain, and the harder rock on the mountain top withstood the erosion. Since the Ice Age, the land has been rising, and on the way up you can see the remains of old boulder beaches. This place also housed settlements during the Stone Age, when fishing would have been plentiful. We continued on towards the top. In the past, this path would have been treacherous, but recently skilled Sherpas from the Himalayas have placed over 1,000 impressive stone steps here, making this spectacular place more accessible. As we got closer, the sheer scale of this geological monument took our breath away. This truly was a special place. We emerged on the other side and slowly made our way back down. With the clouds beginning to close in, we rushed back to the boat. It wasn't long before the calm tranquility returned. please like and subscribe. A huge thank you to all my incredible patrons for helping to support the production of these videos. If you'd like to help, as well as getting early ad-free videos, then click the link in the description and join my Patreon account. Thanks for watching! Join us next time as we sail to some more stunning places, continuing to explore the beauty of the Norwegian coast. And weathering a storm. What the hell is that thing going around like that?
Oh yeah, you don't want that in your ear.
Yeah, it's horrible.
What is it?
It's a little worm thing. Okay, so it is out of sight, so it's out of mind now.
That's it. Subscribe.